Hi there, sustainable success warriors. Ready to dive into today's episode? So, we're tackling a topic that can be a little bit of a puzzle for many business leaders, the intricate dance of sourcing and customs. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through it. This is your host, Dr. Lisa Gordon, and you're listening to Sustainable Success. So, let's kick off with the golden rule: research, research, and more research. Don't just settle for the first supplier that you stumble upon. Dig into reviews, check the rating, and make sure that you're partnering with somebody that is actually reliable. It's like finding a business soulmate. But hey, it's not just all about research. Building the relationship is like the secret sauce in success. Connect with your suppliers and establish trust. It's like having a business BFF. These connections not only spice up the quality of your products, but it also acts as safety when things get tough. So I can't stress enough how important it is for relationships, business relationships. You get better deals that you wouldn't probably get if you was, just this regular person off the road. There's like things like open contracts where you don't have to pay straight away. You can pay later because you've built up that relationship. So I can't stress relationships enough how important it is. And even if you don't have like open contracts, even when the rough hits the road, if it's between your things and somebody else's things, if you have a relationship with that client, they're going to more likely push out your product before somebody else's. And that is just unfortunately the nature of the beast. That's just how it is. There's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. So relationships is the key to the whole game. Now, let's talk about the import regulations. Now, that sounds a bit scary, right? But fear not, my eco warriors. Consult trade resource, stay in the loop, and if you're feeling a bit lost, don't hesitate to seek our advice. Yeah, navigate these waters it is essential, to keep your sustainable ship sailing smoothly. So regulations here, they can just at the drop of a hat at any time can change, right? So you always have to keep up to date to make sure what the current laws are. Now, for example, somewhere like UK takes a long time to change a law, but not so much here in China. Here's the unsung hero: documentation, right? Invoices, bill of landing, custom declarations, your business. These are your business superheroes, right? Keep them organized, keep them up to date. There is going to be your shield against any delays, against any penalties. Picture it as your business passport through the custom jungle. Now, you can do the documentations yourself, but it's always better to have like a broker. Why? Because they have the relationships, they have the know-how, they have the up-to-date knowledge. So when I first started my business, yes, we did most of the work ourselves until we established the relationships. But now that we've established the relationships, I just make my job a lot more easier. I just partner with the factories that know what they're doing, have all the relevant paperwork that is needed, and then not so much brokers, but we normally deal with the local shipping companies that have relationships and their family relationships. So the relationships are, I think you can say 15, 20, 30 years, like that kind of relationship. So that's always better. And this can be simply done by networking. So it's not really that difficult, so to say. So as you embark on sustainable sourcing and customs adventures, remember there are three S's: sustainability, suppliers, and success. By embracing research, building solid relationships, and staying informed, you're not just navigating the process, you're paving the way for a greener and more successful business. So, my sustainable success tribe, take a deep breath, stay confident, and let's make sourcing and custom a breeze on our road to sustainable success. Stay tuned or tune in next week for some more information on sourcing, ethical sourcing, how to source from China easily and ethically and quite quickly. Normally, it's going to ring through, I think, as you've been listening to me over the weeks. It's always about relationships. Relationships is the biggest thing. Relationships takes you further than anything will go. Now, it's always good, like I would say, for me, from my experience, is that to navigate the waters firstly with how can I put this in a nice way? Do it yourself first. So right? You know what the process is. You know how long something's gonna take to do. You know, like the different requirements and the different documentation. So when you do partner with someone, I'm not gonna say that somebody would do this because people are normally 9 times out of 10 trustworthy. But if you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't know, if you don't know what you're talking about, it's quite easy to be taken for a ride, and like someone can charge you a completely out of the air fee, and because you don't know no better, you're like, okay. And that's happened to me loads of times, like because I didn't know. So with the company now, I know everything, how to do everything, and then but I don't have time to do everything. I cannot do everything. It's impossible to do everything. Sometimes it's better in the hands of someone that can do that for you, that has that experience, that has the knowledge, that has the business relationships, and they are starting off at the gate with 15 years relationship with someone to your 1 month. Yeah. Now, am I not saying not to build the relationship? Of course, build your relationships, but always, it's easier if you already have someone on the inside. It's just easier. So that's it from me this week. Join in next week for more sustainable success tips.